Volvo XC40, which is the baby of the Volvo SUV range and fits solidly into the premium compact SUV category in the South African market. Launched in South Africa only a couple of months ago, and it is the reigning European car of the year. You can see the familiar Volvo lines and the familiar Volvo family. It really looks like its medium and large brothers, the XC60 and XC90. But there are a lot of differences as well, and they've really gone to town on making it look good, making it look really neat, and some interesting lines. One of the big features of the XC40, of course, is the contrasting roof color, the black on this particular car, in this beautiful shade of metallic blue, which really looks good. This is the R-Design version, which means it does have the extra body kit. It has beautiful mag wheels. You can see a couple of extra features on it as well, just to make the body look that little bit more sporty. Of course, the headlights, daytime running lights, all those features typical of Volvo these days. And you can see over here, for example, a neat little touch on the C-pillar at the back over here, where it actually even has the R-Design legend over there, which is quite an interesting little feature. Nice big roof spoiler over here, and you come around to the rear, and again, similar to its brother, the XC60, the L-shaped tail lights, which are very, very interesting. I said this is the R-Design version. It's the T5 petrol all-wheel drive. So it is one of the top models in the range. The T5 petrol engine, being a Volvo, means it is a 2-litre turbo, and it puts out 185 kilowatts, 350 Newton meters of torque from the engine. So it's pretty hefty. And of course, you've got the automated tailgate on here as well, coming to a boot of about 320 odd litres in standard form, 1100 odd litres if you drop the rear seats. And Volvo have very cleverly come up with some extra features on the boot. As you can see, a nice hidey hole over here, and just generally this section can fold and move and do some very unusual things to give you a nice storage space over here. And like its bigger brother, you can press a button over here to drop the seats, but just make sure nobody's sitting there when you do it. And of course, as I said, the power tailgate means you can close it like that again as well. All very nice, very neat, and a very typically Volvo. Nice and aggressive looking at the back as well. Let's check it out inside now. In the driver's seat of the XC40, it's very familiar because it's pretty similar to its bigger brothers. You'll see the legend down at the bottom right over here, well, at the bottom of the screen, saying we've done 419 kilometers on this test, averaging 9.1 liters per 100 kilometers. A lot of commuting duty involved in that, I can tell you that much. We'll talk on that a little bit later. You come across, of course, to the very standard Volvo screen, the sensor system, as they refer to it in Volvo speak, which, of course, very much touch screen, nice and easy. You can see the navigation over there, phone, everything you want. Climate control, it's all over here. It works beautifully, just one little touch, and it does work. Navigation, as I mentioned just now. Different to the other models in the range is you come down a little bit and you'll see certain buttons over here, and your drive mode selection for the XC40 is over there, and you've got eco, comfort, off-road, and dynamic modes in this one as well. Of course, you've got flappy paddles on the steering wheel and everything else. Very interesting on the R-Design and XC40. You've got this carbon fiber type look appearance on the dashboard. It looks very neat, it looks very smart, but it is a little bit different. Coming down over here to the center console, your 8-speed automatic gearbox is operated by nice pistol grip, shall I call it. Works very easily, just forward, backward for park and drive, which works very nicely. But unusually, you press a button here to engage park. Slightly different, nothing of an issue though. Of course, electronic parking brake, and then you have a nice console over here. And a feature of the XC40, your removable little dustbin, which is such an interesting feature, and I can't believe nobody's ever thought of it before. Very simple, slides in, slides out, but so nice and easy to use, isn't it? All comfort features, all nice features, very much so. As standard on this one as well, beautiful big panoramic roof. You know me, I always love those. Harman Kardon sound system, all these features just to make the car comfortable. And on the R-Design version, you'll find your sport seats with electric adjustment, have of course the suede center with leather on the outer. Being a compact SUV, there are a couple of features, but before we get there, coming back to the center screen, of course, one of Volvo's very big features as well is you put the car into reverse, and of course you get the amazing camera with the park in and park out features, the overhead, etc. view, and to me this really is top class. Looks very, very good, doesn't it? Let's have a very quick look in the back seat. Coming into the back of the XC40, which is where of course families will live, lots of headroom, even with my hat on, even with the sunroof, which is important to know, and it's a pretty comfortable place for 2 to 3 people. Front seat set for me, driver's seat, tons of legroom. You've also got individual aircon vents for the rear seats over here as well, so all nice. Isofix as well, by the way, for mommy, in case you want to know about that one. The XC40 fits into a category, of course, which is the premium compact SUV. You do have the new BMW X2, you've got the Jaguar E-Pace, you've got the Mercedes GLA to GLC in there, you've got the Lexus NX in that category, and I'm sure there are others which I'm going to be leaving out. It's a crowded little mini niche that has developed recently in the market. This car certainly is a player in that market. My one question I'm going to ask, there are diesel versions available as well, and you certainly will get far better economy on the diesel version. The D4 version, which is available, puts out 140 kilowatts as opposed to the 185 of this petrol version. I do enjoy the extra power and urge of this petrol version, but living with it, maybe I'd prefer the economy and torque of the diesel. But that's a choice only you can make. At about 725,000 Rand for this car as it is here, R-Design, with of course the city safety spec added to it as well and the luxury pack added, so a total of around the 725,000 Rand with a 5-year 100,000 kilometer maintenance plan thrown into it. It's a player in the category and it certainly needs to be looked at in the market. For Motor Matters, I'm Alan R, and I'll see you next time.